This is my Yamaha Aerox, and I've almost installed pretty much every upgrade available.
The goal was simple: take this slow, learner-legal 50cc scooter and turn it into the UK's fastest street-legal moped. To make it happen, we had to rebuild it from the ground up. We stripped the entire engine, installed a 70cc aluminium race barrel, a full circle race crankshaft with low friction bearings, stage 6 racing reeds. We added a stage 6 oversized front pulley, matched with a stage 6 race clutch. Then to feed this beast, we bolted on a massive 28mm race carb with a huge air filter. To let it sing, we finished it off with a Yasuni race pipe.
And whilst it almost looks ready, I'm still not happy we've done enough to make sure that this Yamaha Aerox is ridiculously fast.
Now, before I go ahead and install more performance upgrades, there is something that I didn't do when I installed the barrel. You said to me, what about the squish? I had no idea what squish was until your comments. During the compression stroke, the piston rises and pulls a mixture of air, fuel and oil into the crankcase through an intake valve. At the same time, an air-fuel-oil mixture is compressed in the combustion chamber. Squish is an effect in internal combustion engines which creates sudden turbulence of the fuel-air mixture as the piston approaches top dead centre. The squish band measurement is a key parameter for the performance and reliability of the engine. So, I know all about squish now, and I'm going to set the squish correctly on that barrel, and then we'll install further performance upgrades. Right then, how do we check the squish? Well, you take some soldering wire, and then what you do is pop it through the spark plug hole, then you turn the crank over, crush that soldering wire between the piston and the top of the head, and then when you remove the soldering wire, you then just take your digital caliper, check the thickness of that soldering wire, and that will be your squish. And there we go, 0.54. I'm quite pleased to see that we are very close because the specs for this particular head are 0.70 mil. Now, as part of the 70cc kit, what you have here are different sized base gaskets. And you essentially use those base gaskets to get the squish as close as, if not bang on, to that 0.70 mil. That is a squish set. We managed to come in at 0.71, which is basically spot on. Okay, engine's back in the frame. However, before I install the carburetor, this stage 6 28mm carb comes with a 130 main jet. And what I've got here is a 110. Now we know from the first start, the engine was just completely bogging. Now, I'm not expecting this 110 main jet to make it run perfectly. All I want to do is I want to ride it so I can run the engine in, because I don't want to take it to a rolling road and then ask them to do a power run and whatnot when it's not even ran in. So let's install this, get the scooter started up and see what difference this makes. Now, one caveat with having a race carb is this fuel tap no longer works because the race carb doesn't have a vacuum in. Got a solution because I've got a race tap. Performance upgrades. Talk to me. So let's begin. We have a race ignition. Now, this MVT internal rotor kit features variable advanced ignition timing controlled by the CDI. What's also great about this race ignition is it has a 12-volt coil which will allow me to keep using the lights. We're going to get the benefits of a race ignition but keeping it road legal. Also, The bike should rev higher with this ignition, and what is great about it too, I know I'm going on a little bit about this race ignition, it was quite expensive, I must admit, but it also reduced the sort of load on the crank because the flywheel is that bit lighter. Maybe, just maybe, we'll extract more power because the crank has to work less harder. And in this box we have an electric powered water pump. This electric water pump will further reduce the load on the crank, which will complement the race ignition. And we won't be stopping there, because in this box we have an oversized stage 6 rear pulley. Now why would I want this to be oversized? The belt travels up and down that pulley. If it's slightly bigger, slightly larger in diameter, the belt can travel that bit further, which will adjust things like the torque, the acceleration, top speed. Because we're trying to make this Yamaha Aerox very fast. Okay, before installing the race ignition, I know the Aerox currently runs, so why don't we take it for a spin? Right, actually what we need to do is get under here, just pop the choke on for a second, ignition on, make sure the fuel tap, our race fuel tap, that is on, kickstart. Just needs to warm up a second. I keep taking it apart and putting it back together again. I'm just double checking things work, brake light. Let's jump on this baby. Let's see what it's saying. Oh, it's not pulling away. That's embarrassing. I was hoping just to bolt that in and away I go, but that's not the case. I'm going to put the original rear pulley back on and then we'll take it for a spin. Okay, standard rear pulley back on. Jeez. Oh, the speedo's not working. Damn it. Oh, it wants to scream. Listen to it. Considering it needs properly setting up, it's not riding too bad. I'm hardly giving it any throttle input. It's just like, and it wants to go. Oh, it's a screamer, mate. It's a shame the speedo's not working, because I feel like we're easily doing 40-50 mile an hour. I love the sound of it. It just wants to go, just wants to get going. Yeah, it's not running perfectly, that's the thing, far from it. Watch what happens when I give it wide open throttle, look, from the get-go. And then it goes. Takes a while to get going, you know? See how much speed we can pick up. Hey, calm down, calm yourself down. Just want to gradually pick up speed. I want this to be doing 80 mile an hour, so I want to see if it is surely capable of it now, you know. See, I think we're doing about 60 now. 55, 60. And I'm not even near the red line, you know. Catching up with these cars. Yeah, definitely is going to be doing 80 mile an hour. Now we've arrived back safely to the workshop, we must install the race ignition. Oh yeah.
I'm now taking the Yamaha Aerox to get properly set up. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you very soon when we can finally unleash full power on this Yamaha Aerox. Thank you all so very much for watching. See you later.